Today we're visiting with Dr. Alan Walters with Southern Illinois University, who did a pumpkin trial with us this last year at the SIU farm in Belleville. And would you like to comment on just overall what you saw out there with the results of the carbon boost this last year?
Well, in those treatments that we had a carbon boost, we tended to see a little bit more plant vigor, a little bit more greening on the plant. We used an 8-ounce rate for our broadcast pre-plant application, which was a complete fertilizer, and then we came back with a kind of a banded fertilizer application about 4 or 5 weeks after we got the plants got up and started growing quite a bit, maybe 5-6 leaf stage, and we came back with calcium nitrate in that banded application. So you can see we had really 2 different fertilizer applications on that study, and then we also incorporated carbon boost in there. When we had carbon boost, we tended to have a little bit more vigor, and it affected some yield characteristics a little bit. We had about a 61% decrease in powdery mildew where we had both of those applications with carbon boost, the pre-plant as well as the side dress, and also about a 4% increase in pumpkin size and about a 3% or so increase in weight of the pumpkin. We're going to kind of continue on with this project this upcoming season and see where it kind of leads us, see if we can kind of repeat some of the results we got for the previous year. Now, we also did a study on black plastic with tomatoes and peppers to see how it would kind of affect yield on those crops, and those kind of surprised me even more than the pumpkins, because on the late harvest of the tomatoes, and we'll talk about the rates that we use, we tended to see a lot more yield increase compared to the control as compared to some of the other studies that we did. The tomatoes are the ones that really kind of surprised me more than any of the others. And on those, we use, for both the peppers and the tomatoes, we use an 8-ounce rate of carbon boost on our pre-plant fertilizer, which was a complete fertilizer, and then came back and started applying 2 ounces every 8 weeks on some treatments, and other treatments we came back with 2 ounces every 16 weeks, and both of those were applied through our fertigation system. So 2 ounces mixed in with the fertilizers that we tend to use, calcium nitrate, potassium nitrate, and we saw a great influence on the tomatoes, even more so than what we saw for the peppers. I was kind of surprised. 16-week application on tomatoes really yielded really good.